The upcoming song has turned out to be a very special song for me, unexpectedly. Um, and it has to be a little bit, might be worth explaining about my personal history. I've been a victim of narcissistic abuse for my whole life, and from my family, uh, narcissistic family, and also because when you're bred by a narcissistic family, you become prey to any kind of narcissist in your life. So I've also suffered narcissistic abuse from girlfriends and from different friends. But um, the turning point for me was when I finally understood what was happening, and there's something called narcissistic abuse, and that people with narcissistic personality disorder are actually there out to get you. And well, I learned about this when I was in 2017. I got the actual notion. When you are a victim of narcissist, you always know there's something weird in the air. They say they love you, but you don't feel loved and you feel completely alone. Anyways, when the thing is, about 4 years ago, I finally left my narcissistic family. I went no contact, and I was at a point where I was almost, they almost finished me. And if you know a bit about narcissistic abuse, these people are they are psychological parasites, and they can finish up, they can destroy lives, destroy people's health, destroy people's belongings. The way things worked out for me were that I finally had to leave. I was living at my parents after a series of disasters, and I left in the middle of the night, and I have to leave behind all my possessions, all the people that I was acquainted with, and I am just telling about this because I knew that at some point I had to deal with this situation through my art, like I do with everything about my music. I know I knew I had the unfinished business, and at some point I knew it would come in my music, and suddenly, by surprise, unexpectedly, it happened with this song. I came up with the melody, and certainly it felt to me like something like a liberation, so like something bursting after a long wait and a long period of accumulation. And well, so I wrote the lyrics. They turned out to be a letter of unlove to my abusers, my narcissistic family. But I also wrote it in a way. It's a generic you that can also be seen as addressing to a sentimental partner who is narcissist. I made it a bit generic just in case because, like I say, I had experience in all those, those modalities. So, well, this is that's why this is a song that it was very cathartic for me and very near and dear to my heart, and I hope it helps maybe somebody else who doesn't know about narcissistic abuse. It's a very real thing in my view. It's the big epidemics that it's eating up the world. They are out there, and once you know what narcissism is about, you cannot unsee it, and you see it everywhere in people and their relationships in on TV, famous figures, etc. So I hope that the song helps some people feels identified with it and brings some relief. I also leave some resources about narcissistic abuse, and well, I hope you like it.